Your phone knows you are worried about your hairline before you even admit it to yourself. One minute you are scrolling through a social media feed, and the next you are staring at a bottle of Roota Hair Growth Serum, promising to bring back every strand you have lost since your teenage years. It is that classic internet explosion where a product goes from zero to everywhere in a single week. Half the internet calls it a total miracle regrowth breakthrough. The other half says it is just another overhyped bottle of water mixed with aggressive marketing and confusing checkout tactics. They lean incredibly hard into the science angle. The website talks about blocking hair loss hormones and waking up follicles that have been asleep for years. They use the big names you see in high-end scalp products like rosemary, caffeine, and biotin. They also throw in some peptide complexes for good measure. Those things are actually quite decent for your scalp health. They have some limited evidence behind them for making hair look a bit healthier or thicker over time. But here is where the story gets messy. If you look at the reviews, people are not just talking about their hair. They are talking about their bank accounts. The checkout process sounds like a total gauntlet for some folks. You see a buy 3 get 3 free deal, and suddenly you are clicking through 5 different upsell pages. Then you realize the pricing was not as clear as you thought. Popular review sites are full of people who are frustrated and confused. They feel misled by the math on the website. Customer service seems to vanish once you have a problem with a shipment or a billing error. That is a huge red flag for any brand trying to build long-term trust with customers. To use this stuff, you just roll it onto the thinning spots once a day. You massage it in for a minute or two and leave it. Most people do it before bed or right after a morning shower. It is simple enough to add to a routine. But does it actually work? It is probably a decent scalp treatment if you just want to nourish the skin on your head. It is not a total fake because real people are actually getting their orders in the mail. Some people even report genuine positive results. The problem is the massive gap between what the ads promise and what the bottle actually delivers. It is not a magic wand for genetic baldness. If you want a plant-based serum and you have realistic goals, it might be worth a shot. But if you think a viral ad is going to fix a receding hairline overnight, you are buying the marketing more than the science. The hype cycle is real and it targets our deepest insecurities. We want to believe in a quick fix. We want to believe that a few drops of caffeine and rosemary can reverse years of thinning. The reality is usually much slower and much more subtle. You have to ask yourself if you are willing to navigate a confusing website and potential billing headaches for a product that might only provide a slight cosmetic boost. It is a gamble. Some people win that gamble and love the way their scalp feels. Others end up feeling like they just paid for an expensive lesson in internet marketing. Always look past the shiny videos. Check the fine print before you click that buy button. Your hair might not change overnight, but your bank balance certainly will if you are not careful.